Why, you little... I got you! You!
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
What's good, y'all? This is 1T, and today we are appreciating 1999 Fight Club, directed by David Fincher, starring Edward Norton and Brad Pitt. Now, Fight Club is special. It's a movie about hands, but it's not about hands. It's more philosophical, because it's not about what these hands do. It's about what these hands mean. Fight Club is more of a psychological thriller than an action film. You won't catch any amazing, groundbreaking fights in this movie, but every fight means something. And when the twist was revealed years ago, one good reveal and
then everyone loses their minds.
But just in case someone ain't seen this movie, and so I don't expose my age too much,
how do you do, fellow kids?
What?
I won't spoil it yet. So let's get into this. The movie starts off with two men sitting alone, top floor, inside of a random building, with one holding a gun to the other. The entire scene is set up to look like a terrorist attack, but we'll figure all of that part out later, as the real beginning starts with one of the men in the building, played by Edward Norton, in a support group because of his insomnia. Norton's insomnia caused him to engage in multiple activities to not think about the fact that he's in a constant pain due to an exhaustion he can't cure. So he does things like overshop, being super hyper focused at work.
It must have been Tuesday. He was wearing his cornflower blue tie.
You want me to deprioritize my current reports?
And his biggest vice, support groups that he don't belong in. Because out of all things, that was the most effective. Who knew all he needed was some man titties? Being consoled and somewhat cared about was the only way he could sleep, so he had a group for every day of the week. Until one night, while at a support group, while they're just
boys being boys, you're a comrade in arms. Now come here so I can hold you in my arms.
And she ruined everything.
Damn. He said that with so much disdain, I thought this was a Red Pill podcast for a second.
Well, you want to know what the issue is? I'll tell you what the issue is. Our culture no longer incentivizes high-value men.
Absolutely. Well,
Meet Marla, a chaotic train wreck who's doing the same thing my dog is doing, but for shits and giggles. And this man,
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
And because he can feel the lack of empathy in the room he's in because of her, this ruins the impact for him. So he's back to sleepless nights. He don't even have to focus on her to focus on her. And I love the subtlety of the lenses visually telling us this as well. He can no longer take this, so he finally confronts Marla. But this doesn't go as planned, because even though this is therapeutic for him,
I'll expose you.
Go ahead, I'll expose you.
but he's still a hypocrite, so ain't really much he can do. They end up negotiating days so they don't have to see each other, and for the time being, that seems to be the deal. But you can tell he's infatuated with her chaotic nature, probably because his main job of going from state to state inspecting various car wrecks is completely boring and mundane to him. And during one of these trips, he meets
Tyler Durden,
played by Brad Pitt, a walking red flag.
Did you know if you mixed equal parts of gasoline and frozen orange juice concentrate, you can make napalm?
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Ref, they start to get cool, then Tyler just ups and walk away. On a plane. Cause that wasn't even his seat? What? Well, once he's off the plane, not only does he find out that all of his stuff was confiscated, but his home was burnt down as well. With nowhere to go and him being completely out of options, he calls Tyler. At first, no answer. But lucky for him, Tyler calls back unknown numbers. Not me. I'm finding out who you are through a voicemail or a text message. And he talks to Tyler for a few, to the point where Tyler lets him crash at his home. But before that,
I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, sure.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
it takes some convincing, but Tyler gets him to throw a terrible right cross to the ear, which was improv, Brad didn't even know he was about to get popped like that, but Tyler returns with a decent right to the body. Well, it turns out that hands was the perfect way to end a good night. So Tyler throws a weak right leg that gets caught, but throws 3 rights to the head, forcing Tyler to get tossed like a bad habit, but comes back with the Stone Cold Spear and gets the pummeling. After that much needed aggression, Tyler takes him back to his place.
Pause. I gotta bring it up.
Which looked like one of Jigsaw's summer homes. But it didn't matter, because they had such a good time scrapping last night, they figured if it ain't broke. And this time, it came with an audience. Now someone gets to see this right cross to the face. That's like you getting a view or two on your stream and you're no longer talking to yourself.
Welcome to my oh.
And even better, they want to scrap too. Like Buddy right here, who blocked the 3-piece to deliver a nice elbow to the chest, left body, to a right up top to drop mans.
Can I be next?
Look at these men bonding only off of the love of the game. Aww. This new love helps them get through the days, so at night they can watch this man deliver a right hook to another man, until they couldn't. But they solved that problem right away in a new underground location, where they can make it an actual club, where people fight, like we in some kind of fight club.
He said it! He said it!
Once the rules are established, y'all know the rules. Whether you watch the movie or not, you know the rules. Hands are thrown, like this tussle right here. That leads into a beautiful left cross up top, leading to some vicious ground and pounds. This group that he and Tyler created started to grow, leading to more crazy and diabolical fights, like this one right here. Sheesh. I'm tapping out too. The next fight makes more sense as we walk into a slam by yours truly, before his ground and pounds get reversed and now he's literally eating the concrete. And once again, all is love between a good scrap. Things are going as normal as they can be in this situation when his chaotic disruptor, aka Marla, calls because she hasn't seen him after they had their agreement not to see each other. Just like a toxic ex. Well, she actually has some other issues, but he don't care. Like at all. But Tyler do. And he ends up having a great night with Marla since somebody didn't want to answer the call. So now he goes through his day as usual, now with the knowledge that Marla is getting her back blown out like Tiana Taylor.
I am begging y'all to let me get my back blown out in peace. All right, bye. How I turn this off?
This is your fault. She called you first. You know who else is calling?
Police!
They have new evidence saying that the fire to his apartment was deliberate and he's now a potential suspect. Marla is here too and she is letting my mans know that she got more love to give, but he's not hearing any of that. Marla leaves and Tyler tells him that tonight they are getting the main ingredient for some good quality soap. That's right, human fat of course. Once they get home, Tyler goes on another rant about soap being turned into explosives, just like how he did when they first met, before doing this man straight dirty by introducing him to some chemical burns. Tyler sees this as a lesson to not hide from pain or truth, but to embrace it. Me personally, all I see this is as a fade. Work is getting worse by the day as his response to leaving Fight Club rules around the office was this.
And this button-down Oxford cloth psycho might just snap and then stalk from office to office with an Armalite AR-10 carbine gas-powered semi-automatic weapon. This might be someone you've known for years. Or maybe you just shouldn't bring me every little piece of trash you happen to pick up.
Thank goodness he got a call to interrupt that awkwardness. But it ends up being Marla, who needs her breast examined. Just chaotic, toxic shit. Of course, he wasn't ready, but he's still attracted to the chaos, so he stops by anyway. Once he's done with her, he ends up running into Man Boobs Bob from one of his many support groups. Turns out Bob is now a man of culture, being able to parry two of my man's straight jabs, but gets hit with a cross. Now he uses his bigger man advantage to overwhelm him, takes away his strikes to choke him into submission. Choke that man out like Jody. With that, he and Bob grow even closer. Fight Club was growing, and Tyler notices. He's beginning to understand the people they are attracting, and speaks to the heart directly. But before he can finish his speech, Lou, the real owner of the building, shows up demanding everyone to leave. Tyler steps up to Lou about not leaving, and Lou answers back with a right to the solar plex. Doesn't faze Tyler though, as he provokes two more rights and a left hook, once again, not caring. Lou follows this up with a punt kick he had to learn from Randy Orton. Then goes back on the assault, but Tyler is acting like No Way Home Green Goblin eating these punches. Just when Lou thought he won, Tyler jumps back up like a rabid dog and freaks Lou the fuck out, to the point where Lou gives them the basement, no questions asked. Lou leaves, not realizing that this just changed the entire dynamic of the club.
This week, each one of you has a homework assignment.
And Tyler. And my mans is just here in awe. The assignment was to lose a fight, but my dog had other plans in mind. His plan was to blackmail his boss so he can get funding and not work anymore. Once that didn't work, obviously, he resulted in using the tactics Sydney's cousin used in Scream 4. Starting with a right to the face, following that up with a vicious right uppercut that got mans flying like Neji, after a nice good toss to break the backboard.
For some reason, I thought of my first fight with Tyler.
And guess what? Yep, this works. Now Fight Club is 24/7, and with this nice Bronson Reed spear, a right hook, and a chokeout, we can clearly see Fight Club is rapidly growing. And so were the homework assignments, which were getting more chaotic as time went on. Just diabolical shit going on. Okay, that one was funny. Fast forward to this moment here, where Tyler wants to show our guy something. By something, I mean threatening this man's life if he doesn't do better for himself. Tyler is showing him how dramatic and life-changing one moment can be, just like Lou's basement.
Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life. His breakfast will taste better than any meal you and I have ever tasted.
C-A-P Cap!
As bad shit as it sounds, it actually starts to make sense in his head. Even more than that, he's admiring him even more. The next morning, things are really beginning to unravel as we see Marla come back from a "you up" text from Tyler, and actually getting a conversation out of him. But the conversation gets weird when it starts to show that they're talking about the same thing, but in different points of view.
What do you get out of it?
No, that's not the same thing at all. It's totally different with us. We're
Us? What do you mean by us?
That's when Tyler shows up discreetly to shut the whole thing down. When Marla leaves, Tyler is confronted, but it's revealed that he got a new project he's invested in. And for whatever reason, my guy's all in. So they start slowly building recruits for an idea that has not yet been revealed. Probably not even to our guy yet. He's just following along.
You're too fucking blonde!
Riveting. You definitely showed him. But there's definitely some military-like cult shit going on here. And our guy finds out the hard way watching events unfold on the Channel 4 news. So now, Project Mayhem is at an event addressing the crimes they caused when they said, "Screw it, I'll do some more," and attack one of the head men in charge of the investigation to make sure he calls the whole thing off. Even though they're now doing all this crazy shit, they haven't forgotten about their first love, as we see a Blondie deliver a cross to the body, followed by 2 to our guy. But man's now looking like he went into crazy anime eyes mode and weaves a left to come back with a body to head combo, dropping Blondie. Alright, so I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm just gonna sum it up like this.
Why, you little... I got you!
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
And nobody bats an eye. The power that these two possess is mafia-like now.
Don't worry, Mr. Durden. Airport parking, long term.
All thanks to Tyler. Finally confronted about starting Project Mayhem, Tyler still manages to Uno reverse the argument, so that it looks like Tyler is the one giving game. Even after admitting he blew up the apartment, he even chaotically follows him into a car crash. Couldn't be me though, but for him, yes. Tyler later that night says his goodbyes before disappearing for a while, leaving Mans all alone once he wakes up. But he must have been asleep for months because he doesn't recognize the full base of operations going on around here, looking like they're ready to go to war in a sweatshop. While trying to process it all, Marla stops by and he wastes no time telling her that Tyler slid. After she leaves confused, even worse drama unfolds as Booby Bobby was killed during an assignment. He of course snaps and lets everyone know that this man was important and that he mattered beyond Project Mayhem. But they heard something different.
In death, a member of Project Mayhem has a name. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson.
Come on, guys,
His
please,
name
stop it.
is Robert.
There's no saving these men now. They're lost in the sauce, like how he was when Tyler was around. And adding on to the drama, he's now the top suspect for his home again. So he runs away to find answers. Even though he believes he knows the answer, he's just fighting to admit it at this point. Every place, every person, even every scent felt familiar to him, like he's already been there.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Robert Paulson going into the Hall of Fame. Bruh been around since the basement, before homework, when the fighting was pure. They hanging my dog jersey up for sure. I already know it. But no matter how hard he tried to find an alternative answer to where Tyler could be, he couldn't deny the truth anymore.
Who do you think I am?
You're Mr. Durden. You're the one who gave me this.
And of course, for the icing on the cake, the one to put the final nail in the coffin is Marla herself to help him realize.
What did you just call me? Say my name.
Tyler Durden. Tyler Durden, you fucking freak. What's...
He is Tyler Durden. See, he suffers from dissociative identity disorder, and Tyler was his split personality, which explains why he felt like he's been missing long periods of his life. Tyler explains that he was created to be everything he is not and wants to be, which is the complete opposite of himself. And what's the complete opposite of mundane and boring? Chaos. Tyler Durden. This is all too much at the moment to comprehend, so Mans end up passing out. When he wakes up, he immediately discovers that he went right back into making moves as Tyler and hurries home to discover more truths about Project Mayhem and his goal to blow up credit company buildings. He tries to keep Marla safe from Tyler because he thinks if she knows too much, she'll snitch. Which didn't matter because he ended up going to the cops anyway. Unfortunately for him, he underestimated the reach of Project Mayhem and didn't think that there were going to be cops on payroll. Right before they got into my man's crown jewels, he was able to get a gun and frantically run away. He runs all the way to one of the buildings on the map, and since there's no point of hiding the crazy, Tyler goes full on, gloating like he's Nightcrawler. Our guy makes it to the set of bombs and is able to ignore his own mind games to remember how to disarm the bomb. This pisses Tyler off, breaking my man's mind even more.
Wow! Wow! Okay, you are now firing a gun at your imaginary friend near 400 gallons of nitroglycerin!
I mean, he's not wrong. Tyler disarms him and delivers a two-piece before fighting like an imaginary yellow flash from the hidden leaf. Then he just starts bullying him like a nerd in the early 90s.
Get
Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up.
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
He even gets tossed downstairs like a 90s slinky. Now we're at the beginning of the movie where Tyler has a gun to Man's head as the credit bureau is about to collapse. Tyler even brings Marla back right before the fireworks. He understands that this means that she is about to get off, so he gets to begging. But once he sees that that's not working, he digs deep to find the reality of the situation and discovers the only way to get rid of Tyler.
Why you want to?
In his head, this signifies being free from the fear Tyler protects him from. So once he wasn't scared of letting go, Tyler died inside of his mind. Now that Tyler is gone and Marla just arrived, we end the movie with him and Marla enjoying the fireworks.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
So, this movie is a roller coaster, full of emotional beats, unpredictable mentalities, chaotic nature, slapped with a bit of charm. While it is true that hands were not thrown in the sense of how this channel usually appreciate hands, this gifts us with seeing not just what these hands can do to you, but more so, what these hands do for you. Stay with me now. Stay with me now. In this movie, throwing hands was a euphoria. The perfect release of a day-by-day dread that looms over the average soul all day long. That type of routine life will have the strongest minds not even recognize themselves anymore. Some desperately try to break away from the mold, but fighting it was the invigorating adrenaline boost that these men needed, and I loved it. Combined with great shots, small details that you have to watch multiple times, great story, and the pure love of the game all give this movie a 4 out of 5 stars. A movie with hella combos. My favorite fight is actually the fight between Tyler and Lou. With these fights, it's not about choreography, but the meaning of the fight. And this squabble changed the entire direction of the movie. Next movie, we're getting back to fighting choreography in movies with the Creed series. Until then, like if you like the video, subscribe if you like the content. Until next time, y'all be easy.